could, again, the household is probably not at peace. Like, no, there's no way the household is at peace with the expression that was on Will's face. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then all weekend long, all you saw was entanglement, entangle this and untangle that. And, it's cool or whatever, like if that's what y'all want to do. But like you said, man, at the end of the day, like, what's important here? What's important is their relationship is still going strong. What
Yeah.
about yours while you out here laughing about this?
True
Like,
story.
sweep your own front porch before you go worrying about, what's going on Black Twitter. And again, like, focusing our energy in the right area, because you said it, man, like when Black people mobilize,
Yeah.
we're powerful. When we do anything, we're powerful, which is why they continue to try to hold us back, because they know if we figure stuff out and we
Oh, it's a
mobilize and we
wrap.
show unity, they in trouble.
Yeah.
Um, so again, we got to stay up. We got to keep our foot on the gas with these Breonna Taylor killers, man. We got to keep our foot on the gas with social justice, man, because so much has happened over the past couple of months just because there hasn't been a whole lot of distractions in the Black community. So
Yeah.
imagine how far we can keep going. Like, they're recognizing Juneteenth as a holiday now.
Yeah.
Like, Juneteenth been around forever.
Yeah.
But because something happened back in May and Black folks ain't let up off their ass since, they making stuff happen.
Absolutely. That's Black Twitter. Now, let me say this too, Jarvis, because I'm gonna take you back for a second, fam. Remember when Mayweather, Charlemagne put out that deal where Mayweather was trying to do a drop and he was stumbling while he was reading, and Black Twitter made their jokes, But let's keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna speak for Mayweather. I'm gonna speak for Will Smith. I'm gonna speak for all these people. If you're cleaning urinals for a living, right? And then you have to leave that job and go dress mannequins for a living just to make ends meet. My guy, you don't have time to be laughing at whatever Will Smith is going through or whatever Floyd Mayweather them is going through. You got some financial issues you need to figure out, my dude. So when we laughing at people,
right,
we need to look at let's look at our situation
for a second. Sweep in front of your own front porch.
Let's look at our situation for a second, and then look at the next man's and be like, he's going through that. But is what he's going through worse than what I'm dealing with on a living?
Right. Yeah. No, yeah. That's real. That's real, man. So, we kind of talked about how, when we mobilize and we get things done. Social media also has the ability to do some crowdfunding so we can mobilize and get funds to somewhere that needs them. I remember a few years ago you did the crowdfunding for the lunch situation at your schools and all that. Like, that was major. Like, that was something you basically made a post about.
Yeah.
Somehow it went viral and you collected a lot of money.
Yeah. Crazy.
Talk to the people about that real quick.
Yeah, man. A brother woke up one day, man, looked on the news. I was getting ready for work and I saw that kids in our communities, Black communities, were in lunch debt, meaning that when they go through the lunch line, they couldn't get the regular lunch like everybody else. If they had a balance, the workers would give them like a brown bag with like a cold sandwich in it. So a brother just made a couple posts like, hey, man, this is what I saw. This is nuts. I wouldn't want this happening to my child. And raised like $600. I was able to pay off like 2 or 3 people. Cool. I did my work. I thought it was all good. A year later, exactly a year later, I guess somebody from the Chronicle saw what I was doing. They called me like, hey, man, can I write an article on you? Bet. Cool. I raised $600. What you want to talk about? They called me. I mean, it was $600, fam, whatever. Yeah. I got like 2 or 3 people. Anyway, they called me and they were like, "Hey, so check this out. We like what you're doing. We just wanted to talk about it." They interviewed me, wrote up an article. Then that article made it to CNN, and then CNN, or that article sparked CNN wanting to call me and talk to me, interview me. Once that CNN article went out, long story short, a brother raised $20,000, man. And I was able to take that money and go to our hoods
Yeah.
and knock out whole schools.
Yeah.
I was able to go to
Yeah.
black schools and be like, hey,
Yeah.
I want everybody, how much is the debt here? How much is the debt for all these black kids that's in lunch debt? Oh, 2,000? Bam, clear everybody. Go to another school and do the same thing with that money, man.
Yeah, man.
So that's using social media, taking that fire and cooking with it, man, and not letting it burn my house down, man.
Yeah, man, that's major, man. I remember I remember it just being, the post, man, that you just put out there, man. I remember donating to it and just backing it because I knew it was something you were doing. And man, fast forward a year later, boys on CW and
boys came to my house, interviewed me in my backyard, fam, with a camera crew. I'm like, what? My mama would be proud if she was living, man. We out here.
Man, that was major, man. But again, that shows the power that only happened with social media.
You're right. You're right.